Welcome back to the Show My Scars podcast. I'm your host, Derek Duker. Today I want to talk about the idea of creating microdoses of relief and presence into daily life. I've mentioned before that I have major depressive disorder, and in the last few months, my doctor and I have agreed that it is treatment resistant. However, one of the few ways I do experience joy is through social connection. I have a few friends, and between them, I'm always trying to put something on the calendar to make sure that I'm not always alone on my days off of work. My daughter and I also try to have something fun planned on our weekends together. I have said many times to the different therapists I've had that it feels like I grind out every week to finally feel alive on the weekends. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. But that is not sustainable. Worse, on weekends when hangouts or other fun events don't materialize, it sets me up for a huge disappointment and deepening in depression. However, relief does not have to be large, dramatic, or external. It can come in microdoses of presence anchored in repeatable, simple practices that your nervous system can begin to trust. The goal is not to erase sadness or anxiety in one sweep, but to create tiny, dependable pockets of safety and grounding. Let's take a look at a few ways we can accomplish this. First, scheduling small, meaningful activities even when motivation is low. When I notice my depression or anxiety kicking into high gear, I make it a point to plan small but intentional activities to interrupt that cycle. Things like stepping outside for 10 minutes, and if I'm overstimulated, I won't look at my phone during that time. Or sending an "I'm thinking of you" text to a loved one. Whatever you choose, make it almost absurdly simple so low motivation doesn't prevent you from completing it. Next, body-based practices are great for grounding. Some things that I've done are gentle movement like stretching. It can be stuff like yoga and Tai Chi for sure, but just long hold stretches that feel good to you work just as well. It does not have to be exercise in the traditional sense. Another body-based practice I use is breath work, and it's one of my most used tools. Practices like slow box breathing, inhale 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds, and hold 4 seconds, calm the nervous system. Another breath work practice I use involves a slow, full inhale with a sharp inhale at the end to add just a little bit more air. Then slowly let it all back out with an extra exhale at the end to get all the air out of your lungs. What this does is stimulate your vagus nerve, which is a key part of the parasympathetic nervous system that promotes rest and digest activities. The final small practice I'll share is mindfulness with a sensory anchor. Depression and anxiety often pull you into ruminating about the past or fearing the future. Anchoring in the senses pulls you back to the present. Try choosing one sense, sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, and spend 1 minute noticing it fully. This can be going outside and looking closely at a leaf and noticing all the textures and its system of veins, or you can listen to a song with your entire attention without multitasking. Over time, these small anchors stack up into something steadier. True well-being often grows from weaving smaller, more reliable practices of support and presence into everyday life, rather than waiting for the big or rare moments in which we get bursts of joy. So let me present you with a question to think about on your own. If you could create one tiny pocket of relief or presence into your daily routine, what might that look like? That's all I've got for you today. I would greatly appreciate it if you would follow my page over on Facebook. And please share this episode if you found it helpful, as I would love to reach as many people as possible. If you're a fan of the episodes in which I interview a guest, I do have a few really cool interviews lined up that I'm excited to share with you all in the coming weeks. Until then, take care of yourselves and thank you for listening. Here's the truth. Customers don't remember safe, cookie-cutter marketing. That's why I love Two Oddballs Creative. Their whole thing is helping businesses stand out with epic websites, bold brand design, PR that actually gets talked about, and digital marketing that earns its keep. They'll even help you use AI the right way so you work smarter, not harder. Whether you need a fresh site that converts, a logo and brand that finally feels like you, or someone to run Google Ads and report results clearly, they've done it all, locally and beyond. Grab a free no-pressure proposal today at twooddballs.com, that's the number 2, oddballs.com, or by calling 417-986-6332. Be odd, be seen, or keep blending in. That's your call. Two Oddballs Creative, Springfield, Missouri's creative partner for websites, branding, PR, digital marketing, and AI.